If you are over 60, you may have noticed something frustrating lately. Your blood sugar seems harder to control than it used to be. It rises faster after meals than it once did. It also tends to stay elevated for much longer afterward. I want you to know something right away before we go further. You are not imagining this change happening to your body. You are absolutely not alone in experiencing it either. Something genuinely does shift inside the body after 60. That shift makes glucose control noticeably harder for most people. This happens even to people who eat carefully and consistently. It happens even to people who have never had a blood sugar problem before. In the next 20 minutes, I am going to explain all of this clearly. First, we will cover exactly why this change happens in the first place. Second, we will talk about why your morning meal matters more now than ever. Third, I will walk you through 5 specific foods to eat tomorrow morning. These 5 foods can genuinely help stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day. I will also tell you honestly which common breakfast foods work against you. Some of them look perfectly healthy but quietly work against your goals. I will show you a handful of simple daily habits as well. These habits help keep your blood sugar steady long after breakfast ends. This is not a fad diet, and I want to be upfront about that. It is not a dramatic quick fix promising overnight miracles either. It is a clear, honest explanation of what is happening inside your body, and it is a realistic plan you can actually follow starting tomorrow. Stay with me all the way until the very end of this video. The order in which you eat these foods genuinely matters too. It can matter almost as much as the foods themselves do. Let's start by understanding why this actually happens in the body. Understanding the why is what makes everything else click into place. As we age, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass. Doctors have a specific name for this process, sarcopenia. It often quietly begins sometime in your 40s or 50s. It speeds up considerably after 60 without regular movement and strength work. This matters enormously for blood sugar control specifically. Think of muscle almost like a sponge for sugar in the bloodstream. It actively soaks up glucose after every single meal you eat. Less muscle simply means less soaking capacity overall. More sugar ends up staying in your blood for longer as a result. On top of that, many of us naturally slow down after 60. Joint pain can genuinely limit how much we move each day. Fatigue can limit it just as much. So can simply settling into a quieter, more relaxed pace of life. Less daily movement leads directly to less insulin sensitivity over time. Insulin, remember, is the hormone responsible for clearing sugar out of the blood. When your cells stop responding well to insulin, sugar quietly builds up instead. Sleep changes meaningfully as we age as well, and this matters too. Sleep often becomes lighter, shorter, and more easily interrupted. Poor sleep has been shown to raise morning blood sugar readings. It also worsens insulin resistance noticeably the very next day. Hormones shift significantly too, especially for women in this stage of life. Menopause changes estrogen levels quite dramatically for most women. Lower estrogen levels can directly affect glucose control and metabolism. Many people over 60 are also taking 1 or more daily medications. Some common medications can affect blood sugar as an unintended side effect. None of this means you personally did something wrong along the way. This is not a willpower problem, and it never really was. It is simply biology moving in a different direction as we age. And here is the genuinely good news in all of this. Biology can absolutely be supported through the right daily choices. It can be worked with gently and consistently every single day of your life. This is exactly why breakfast matters so much now, at this stage of life, more than it ever really did when you were younger. When you first wake up, your body has been fasting for many hours. Your body is unusually sensitive right in that window after waking. Researchers actually have a name for this window, the dawn phenomenon. Certain hormones rise naturally in the very early morning hours. Cortisol is one of the main hormones involved here. Growth hormone plays a supporting role as well. These hormones naturally push blood sugar upward just a little. This happens even before you have taken a single bite of food. So your very first meal of the day matters enormously. It can either work with your body's natural rhythm, or it can work directly against that same rhythm instead. A sugary, carbohydrate-heavy breakfast spikes blood sugar very quickly. That early spike often lingers and affects the rest of your day. This pattern actually has a name too, the second meal effect. It makes lunch and dinner noticeably harder to control as a result, but a genuinely smart breakfast changes this entire pattern for the better. One built thoughtfully around fiber, protein, and healthy fat. It blunts that early morning spike quite significantly. It keeps you feeling fuller and more satisfied for much longer. It sets a steady, stable baseline for your entire day ahead. This one single change can make a remarkably real difference. Many people see genuine improvement from adjusting breakfast alone, often long before they change anything else in their routine at all. Now let's talk about the 5 foods. For each one, I will explain how it works, not just what it is. The first food on our list is steel-cut oats specifically, not instant oatmeal from a box, and definitely not the flavored packets from the grocery store. The difference between these matters enormously for blood sugar. Steel-cut oats are barely processed at all compared to other oats. They are essentially just the oat groat, lightly chopped into pieces. This means the starch inside digests very slowly in your body, much more slowly than instant oats or sugary breakfast cereal ever could. That slow, gradual digestion is really the true power here. Oats contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This particular fiber forms a thick gel-like substance in your gut. That gel physically slows down how quickly sugar gets absorbed. Clinical studies on beta-glucan are genuinely impressive in their findings. It meaningfully reduces the blood sugar spike that follows most meals. It also helps lower LDL cholesterol over time as a bonus. That is a wonderful additional benefit for your heart health too. For the best possible results, cook your oats slowly on the stove. Use plain water or unsweetened milk as your liquid. Skip any added sugar or honey completely in the pot. Top the finished bowl with a sprinkle of cinnamon instead. Add a small handful of walnuts or almonds for crunch. Add a few fresh berries on top as well. Aim for about half a cup of dry oats per serving. That amount is filling and satisfying without overwhelming your system. The second food on our list is eggs, and for good reason. Protein at breakfast is genuinely deeply underrated by most people, especially for those of us getting a little older now. Protein by itself has almost no direct effect on blood sugar, but it quietly does. Something just as important behind the scenes. It slows down how fast your stomach actually empties its contents. That means sugar from the rest of your meal enters your blood more gradually. Eggs happen to be what is called a complete protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. Your body needs these amino acids but cannot manufacture them on its own. Those amino acids directly help maintain and rebuild your muscle mass. And muscle mass, as we discussed earlier, helps control glucose levels. Eggs also happen to contain a nutrient called choline. Many older adults are genuinely low in choline without realizing it. Choline supports healthy brain function and liver function together. Both of these matter quite a lot for overall metabolic health. Try eating 2 eggs most mornings if you can. Scrambled, boiled, or poached. The method really doesn't matter much, or fold them gently into a simple vegetable omelet instead. Add spinach, bell peppers, or mushrooms for extra nutrients. This combination gives you slow, steady energy throughout the morning. Not a quick sugar rush followed by an inevitable crash if you have concerns. About cholesterol, please talk with your own doctor. Current research is far less concerned about dietary cholesterol than it used to be decades ago. The third food on our list is Greek yogurt, specifically plain and completely unsweetened, to be exact. Flavored yogurts very often hide a surprising amount of added sugar, sometimes as much sugar as an actual candy bar contains always. Check the nutrition label carefully before choosing one. Plain Greek yogurt happens to be very high in protein naturally, often containing nearly double the protein of regular yogurt. That extra protein slows digestion down quite nicely. It genuinely helps prevent rapid, uncomfortable sugar spikes after eating. Greek yogurt also contains live, active probiotic cultures. Growing research is linking gut health directly to blood sugar control. A healthy, diverse gut microbiome may improve your body's insulin response. Some studies have shown modest improvements in fasting glucose levels. This remains a genuinely active and evolving area of research. Add some fresh berries on top for natural sweetness. Blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries all work wonderfully here. They are meaningfully lower in sugar than most other fruit. They are also quite rich in beneficial antioxidants too. A light sprinkle of cinnamon adds pleasant flavor as well. Some early research suggests cinnamon may modestly improve insulin sensitivity. Think of it as a nice complementary bonus, not a standalone cure. The fourth food on our list is avocado, and I include it deliberately. Healthy fat genuinely deserves attention in this conversation. 2. It is often completely overlooked in most blood sugar discussions. Avocado happens to be rich in monounsaturated fat naturally, the very same healthy fat found in good quality olive oil. This particular type of fat can improve insulin sensitivity over time, especially when it replaces refined carbohydrates elsewhere in your diet. Avocado also contains a genuinely meaningful amount of fiber. About 10 grams of fiber in one whole avocado alone. That fiber content slows digestion down even further. It helps prevent those sharp, uncomfortable after-meal blood sugar spikes. Avocado is quite rich in potassium as well. Many older adults fall noticeably short on potassium intake. Potassium supports healthy blood pressure throughout the body. Blood pressure and blood sugar concerns very often travel together. Try half an avocado spread on dense whole grain toast, or simply add it right alongside your eggs in the morning. Healthy fat, fiber, and protein together on one single plate. This powerful combination is often called a balanced plate. It remains one of the most effective tools available to you. The fifth and final food on our list is chia seeds. Tiny in size but genuinely powerful in their effect. Chia seeds are extremely high in soluble fiber naturally. When they come into contact with liquid, they expand dramatically. They form a thick gel quite similar to what oats do. That gel significantly slows down digestion in your gut. It directly blunts the blood sugar rise that follows eating. Chia seeds are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, one of the very best plant-based sources available anywhere. Omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation throughout the entire body. Chronic inflammation is closely linked to worsening insulin resistance. Chia seeds also provide meaningful calcium and magnesium content, both minerals. Support healthy, strong bones over time. Both also support healthy blood sugar regulation as well. Try stirring a tablespoon or two into your yogurt, or sprinkle them generously over your morning bowl of oats, or soak them overnight in unsweetened almond milk instead. Add just a touch of vanilla for extra flavor. Wake up the next morning to a ready-made chia pudding. No morning effort or preparation required at all. Now let's talk honestly about what to avoid at breakfast. Even one small, seemingly harmless mistake can undo a lot of good effort. The biggest culprit by far is sugary breakfast cereal. Even the ones proudly labeled healthy or whole grain on the box, always check the actual nutrition label on the side panel. Many of these products still contain surprising amounts of hidden sugar. Fruit juice is another very common trap for people. It genuinely feels healthy, but it really isn't quite that simple. The juicing process removes almost all of the beneficial fiber. It concentrates the natural sugar that is left behind instead. A single glass of juice can spike blood sugar much like soda does. White toast is a genuine problem here as well. So are plain bagels from the bakery or grocery store. So are muffins and pastries of almost every kind. These are all made primarily from refined white flour. Refined flour breaks down into sugar almost instantly in the body. Flavored coffee drinks deserve an honest mention here too. Syrups, whipped cream, and sweetened creamer add up incredibly fast. One single drink can contain more sugar than an entire meal. Even snacks that sound healthy can genuinely surprise you. Flavored oatmeal packets very often hide added sugar inside. So do many popular low-fat granola bars on the shelf. So does dried fruit and most packaged trail mix blends. Low-fat products often quietly mean higher sugar content instead. None of this means total, permanent avoidance forever, to be clear. It simply means making informed choices instead of automatic, habitual ones. Beyond breakfast itself, a few daily habits help enormously too. Food choices alone are simply not the entire picture here. First, try to eat your protein and vegetables before your carbs. Meal order alone genuinely changes your body's blood sugar response, even when the actual food eaten is completely identical. Second, take a short walk right after eating if you can. Just 10 or 15 minutes makes a real difference. It helps your muscles actively pull sugar out of the blood, almost like gently opening a drain to let it flow out. Third, try to keep your meal timing reasonably consistent each day. Irregular, unpredictable eating patterns make blood sugar far less stable. This becomes even more true as we continue to age. Fourth, stay well hydrated with water throughout the entire day. Even mild dehydration can artificially raise your blood sugar readings. Fifth, try to manage stress wherever you reasonably can in life. Stress hormones directly and immediately raise blood sugar levels. Chronic, ongoing stress keeps those levels elevated far longer than expected. And finally, please protect your sleep as a genuine priority. Sleep is not a luxury you can skip when busy. It is a real metabolic necessity your body depends on. Poor sleep reliably raises fasting blood sugar the very next morning. Let me clear up a few common myths quickly. Myth 1, all carbs are bad. Not true at all. Type, fiber, and portion size matter far more. Myth 2, fruit should be avoided completely. Also not true. Whole fruit with its fiber intact behaves very differently than juice. Myth 3, natural or sugar-free always means safe. Not necessarily. True. Many of these products still spike blood sugar. Myth 4, and the most important one, some believe nothing can be done once sugar creeps up with age. That simply isn't true. Research on lifestyle changes in this age group is genuinely encouraging. I want to close today with something genuinely important to remember. Your body is not broken, no matter how it may feel some days. What you have been noticing is not a personal failure at all. Aging naturally changes how your body handles glucose over time, but it does not take away your real power here. Small, quiet choices made at breakfast genuinely add up over time, repeated gently day after day without any need for drama. There is no need for perfection at all in this process. Over the coming weeks and months, real change genuinely happens. You may notice more steady energy throughout your entire day. You may find yourself walking more comfortably than before. You may climb a flight of stairs with more confidence. You may carry your own groceries into the house with ease. This is really what matters most at the end of the day, not simply a number on a glucose meter in isolation, your genuine ability to live your life on your own terms. If this video helped you today, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more videos just like this one. Please share it with someone in your life who needs to hear this too. And always talk openly with your own doctor first, especially before changing your diet or any medication routine. Your personal health plan should always be carefully tailored to you specifically. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take good care of yourself and take care of those you love. I will see you again very soon in the next video.